Well, good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to the Laguna Niguel Sabbath School Kindergarten lesson. This is the lesson for August 8. I hope you're having a wonderful few weeks before school starts again. I'm Teacher Robin.
And my name is Jean.
And we're here to do the introduction to the story this morning. Jean, well, we'll have prayer first. Do you want to pray?
No.
Not today? Okay, I will. Let's fold our hands and close our eyes. Dear Lord, thank you for this beautiful Sabbath morning, for the summer, for the day of rest we have today to study your word. Please bless our families and keep us all safe and help us to be able to come together with our family and our church family to worship you soon. We love you, dear Lord. Amen. Jean, where is our memory verse found today?
In Psalms
Chapter 95.
95 verse 7.
Very good. And Psalms is in the Old or New Testament?
Old?
The Old. We're going to start memorizing the books of the Bible soon, boys and girls. I hope you do that and work on that. Okay, please read that for us.
He is our God and we are under his care.
Very good. They did shorten that. The whole verse is a bit longer, but your memory verse is, He is our God and we are under his care. Thank you, Jean. Elijah had been camping at the little brook for a long time, but the water no longer splashed merrily along. There had been no rain, and the water in the little brook was almost gone. Elijah studied the clear blue sky, and not a rain cloud in sight. Elijah knew why. God's special people were still praying to Baal for rain. God wanted them to understand that he was the one who sent rain, not an idol. It would not rain until God said so. Suddenly, God spoke to Elijah. Go to the village of Zarephath, he said. A widow woman there will feed you. A widow is a woman whose husband has died, and she might not have had very much food of her own. But God said she's going to feed Elijah? Well, Elijah got up and he quickly headed down the road to Zarephath. When Elijah reached the village gates, he saw a woman gathering sticks. Here she is. And she has a little pile of sticks. Elijah was hot and thirsty from his long, long walk. Would you please bring me a cup of water? He asked the woman. And please bring me a little bread too. The woman turned to Elijah with tears in her eyes, and she said, I don't have any bread in my house. I only have a small handful of flour and a little oil, and I'm going home to make a fire with these few sticks. And I will cook one last meal for my son and me. And then we will die, because we'd have nothing left to eat. Elijah smiled at the woman. He said, Don't be afraid. Go ahead and cook the meal. But first, make me a little loaf of bread. God promises there will always be food for you. The widow woman believed the words of the Lord, and so she did as Elijah asked. She cooked the flour, she used some of the oil, and she baked the bread. And then she gave it to Elijah. That was so nice of her, and good that she followed what God wanted her to do. Elijah sat, he sipped his water, he ate the bread, and he thought, oh, this tastes so good. He hadn't had fresh made bread for a long time. He watched as she did her work. For more than 3 years, there was no rain and nothing could grow. But that widow's flour never ran out. She had flour every day and oil to make her bread. and she and her son always had food. God had provided food and water in the past, and he would provide it now for Elijah and the kind widow and her son. That was a wonderful story about God providing for not only Elijah, but for this special woman. Let's say our memory verse again. He is our God, and we are under his care. Psalms 95:7. Have a good week, boys and girls. See you next time.